go.
Oh. Welcome everybody. We're back again. So if you didn't know, this is a continuation of video 21, Pink Mist. We're gonna call this Decision. If you weren't here for the last session, we blew up a whole lot of shit. The Mystic was a very happy man.
And still somehow.
The Barbarian wasn't very happy because he didn't get to hit anything with his fucking axe. So hopefully this session we can fix that problem.
Boo-hoo, at least y'all didn't fucking die.
Somebody up there is either really fond of the saying or really fucking pissed at the saying. We're not sure.
We're gonna figure that out in a minute.
He probably does not want to talk to any deity related to death for a long time.
We just hope nobody decides to recommend it again.
Well, you know, he's got a kind of a running theme here. He might die a few more times from this ends, but
And if he goes crazy like the Mystic, we are screwed.
Yeah, because I got a spirit bomb I could throw on y'all.
I will shove my javelin in your face.
what do you think the Mystic
People
has
try.
got? You ain't even seen half the Mystic's fucking shit. I don't ever use it.
He's got
No, because you fucking use cannonballs.
Not my fault. It's like a fucking fault for my character. If there's cannonballs anywhere nearby, it's just gonna happen.
There's always cannonballs nearby. What's
I know, that's the problem with being a pirate ship. And if
Well, not just that, but you got the fucking bag of holding full of
Dude.
cannonballs.
pretty sure we're missing an entire inventory worth of fucking cannonballs on it.
We keep getting some, and we're like, what the fuck did they keep getting? The stick's just like sitting in the corner.
You're pretty sure that bag of holding can't hold too many more cannonballs.
Mystic, empty your bag of holding.
It sinks the ship.
It's like that bag of coins you got me.
Just wait till we finally fight a fort. You'll see him fucking walk off with the cannons.
So,
Will this fit in the bag?
Are we towing?
Kit.
are we towing these sons of bitches, or we can't crew them because they're all dead? So basically, and one of them sank, right?
We gotta tow this.
No.
He brought it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is
The
that
Turtle brought them back.
Okay.
There's literally 3 ships that are unmanned.
Okay. One of them doesn't have a mast.
And we have 3 ships, so we could just tow them.
Yeah, let's tow them.
So
we're
we
go-
voted to tow. Who's gonna roll?
How about each captain of the ship roll? Turtle, I need you to roll.
Turtle's got to roll. Barbarian's got to roll.
I got a 15.
I got 7.
I got a 7. I got a 7.
What'd you
You
get?
got a 7
got
too,
7.
and then you shitting me.
What'd you get?
7.
You.
What did you get?
15.
This is some bullshit.
Okay, so we kept one.
So the others are just out there.
Yeah, pretty much.
We can't detach the tow lines. I don't know what was wrong.
The crew just could not handle the extra cargo.
the ingenious aspect on towing or rigging the tow.
Could we roll, since we didn't roll, could we roll to fix their fuck up?
You
That
could.
is a good
You got a
point.
point. Yeah, good point. Please do, because my roll is shit.
As the DM, considering nobody described how they were going to rig this,
Damn it.
they just rolled. I have no inferring information
Can you?
to decide upon a reroll.
Alright, I tell you what. I will redo my roll.
I got it.
Alright, you say you got it. You're the captain.
Okay, so
you start.
Are y'all willing to sacrifice your proficiency bonuses for the remainder of the game
Yes,
to do this?
Sure.
I am.
We're trying to re-roll. 4. So we can actually
That's
retie
Tow
this
the
bitch.
ship.
Goes.
Y'all
We all roll.
low.
You 2 rolled the lowest, which
I will-
resulted in a failure for you 2
Okay.
to tie your
So here's
ships
what we'll
and
do.
tow it.
Hold on. Here's what we'll do. Nope. I'm speaking. I'm the DM. Quit. You do not have to reroll. Just, but you don't have to lose your proficiency bonus either. You roll high enough to be able to sail away with the ship.
Okay.
Now, Ghost and Beard Boy are gonna have to reroll. They can choose not to, or they can sacrifice their proficiency bonus for the remainder of the game and sail away with the extra ship. Now, what is your idea, Ghost? I'll hear you out, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with you.
You forego that ship and fucking ship it.
That's literally what I was gonna do.
But who's gonna ship that one?
Me. You only need
You
me
need
and the
four.
Mystic.
We have the crew. We can't sail with the ship. We expended
Well,
the
apparently
crew.
you say it takes 2 to crew a ship, right?
We expended
4.
4. But 2 if it's good enough.
Look, we agreed, yes, it takes 2. But we did that to pilot the 3 ships we had. We've now gained 3 more.
Can't do that.
We don't have enough people to crew the other 3 ships. Not only that, but we don't know how smart the crew that we have that could pilot are, if they're even capable. And we didn't roll for that. 2. We have 2 people.
No, 2 ships. Because remember, I successfully rolled
Right,
to tow
we
mine.
have 2 ships.
Technically, if you wanted to, but
They gotta have the experience. What? Now, are y'all gonna agree to do this?
I got something totally different that I'm gonna do. So he can go ahead and do his shit. I have something completely different that I
Now,
want
you're
to try.
still, if you fail this roll, you're gonna lose your proficiency.
Oh no, I wasn't wrong. Proficiency bonus.
No, I'm
That-
saying you're
that's-
giving it
that-
up.
No.
That was not negotiable.
If we choose to re-roll,
Technically, would that not put me and the Mystic
You failed the roll already.
to tie the ship?
Correct.
But that's not what I want to do.
You did
But you also didn't give me the option beforehand because I wasn't paying attention.
it. That's your fault.
Yeah, that's your fault.
You just said it. I was not paying attention. That is your fault. I'm giving you an alternate option at the cost of. You're choosing the option you take, and I will agree to that, but you have a price to pay, which is your proficiency bonus.
Which
And
I forget
that's
about
fair.
half the time anyways, so you should just go for it.
You take your choice.
I strike the ship and just carry it with me.
Roll.
15.
I'll allow it.
without losing the proficiency bonus,
He shrunk the ship.
He shrunk it. He has to enlarge it again, too.
He shrunk it.
He can fail that and not be able to sell it either.
so here's what
Now,
I'm
if I
gonna do.
lose focus, it goes back to my size.
How do you propose to keep track of that?
Keep the ship with me at all times.
Write it down.
We're trying to save it.
I'm saving it.
Oh shit. Okay. I got an idea. All right.
Oh,
They don't hear.
I heard it.
Retarded.
All right. Damn. Question.
How much I
No, he did
stuff, I would
specify
use
that,
it all the
so
time.
It's not actually what happened.
He shrunk. Oh god.
He shrunk the ship
So it's basically just a little ship floating in the water.
until he loses focus and it becomes a giant ship in his pocket in the middle of town or some weird shit like that.
Yes, but until we get back to town, and I just put it back in the water, and I just lose focus on it, and it'll go back to its normal form.
Okay, so nobody talked to him.
I got an idea. Right. And if I narrate this right and I roll right, can I still have my proficiency bonus?
Narration's always key. If you give this to
Can
me
I
a
do
good
this?
way, I'm
All right.
well, let's see.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Oh, there's 2 ways.
Think carefully.
There's 2 ways I can do this. One of them can really screw me up.
Use brain cells.
and that he don't have.
I got 2 brain cells left. This
He's
is
got
jellyfish and frog
And she's got them in her back pocket.
Bad boy.
You can do it.
Come on, beer boy.
Actually, no, there's 3 ways that I can do this.
I can see smoke coming.
Give me at least
Is
one
he
of them.
okay?
5, 4.
Grappling hook. Got it. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Explain to me how you're gonna pull
What
this.
I'm gonna do is, instead of trying to throw the shit and do all this other bullshit, I'm going to, because we're technically the back of the back of this ship is to that one, right?
It's the front of the ship.
That's the front.
The back to the front.
This is the front. This is the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so technically I'm facing the wrong direction.
We're gonna. Okay, so
For the sake of argument, Bub,
Yeah.
let's just go ahead and say that we all turned around
yeah.
To try to dock to it.
We're
rig them.
we're
Gotcha.
ready to
To
go
tow.
back to our fucking tavern
Okay.
/ fucking port
Okay, gotcha.
/ fucking base.
I'm going
black
to come up as close as I physically possibly can to this ship. And instead of trying to throw the tow line and hope it sticks, I'm going to jump to that one and secure it myself. But not trying to grapple and hook it or anything like that. I'm going to
You're gonna
secure
jump to it. You're gonna hook it up yourself.
get it as close as humanly possible, jump, and then and then attach it myself.
Okay.
Yes. So do I need to roll once or twice?
Oh, you're gonna have to roll twice.
Figured. Okay. One to get over there.
Yep.
I'm taking all my heavy armor off,
Okay.
so I can swim.
I'll roll it.
All right. First one. 11. Jump.
Ah.
Right, and
Step
then
action, I'll take it.
this is to hook up the tow line.
Okay.
2.
You failed. So once again, you have kerfudged your ship. You're now missing.
No fish bonus,
That ship is just sitting in drift.
and I'm on it.
Yep.
So no fish bonus. I roll again.
To get back to your ship,
To
I'll allow you trying to get back to your ship. I can understand that, but
grappling hook. The fuck.
You're a cowboy. You should know.
Lasso this motherfucker.
There you go. Pretty much what he said.
Let's try it.
Might not be a cowboy in this life, but
Fair enough, dog. Fair enough.
I believe he is the neural.
Stepping on my turn, you need to send the rigging of the ship that you're on to the ship you just came from and hope that your crew
Catch it.
will re-rig it.
All right, let's do that.
11.
you're throwing a rope to a really big object. I'm gonna say 10's gonna work for that.
Thank God.
That doesn't mean you shit your crew. You know, your half-manned ship, mind you. On top of that, so you're rolling with some negatories there. You're not rolling with full crew. You got to remember that.
Mm-hmm. So
You're gonna have to roll again.
okay.
14.
Sure.
All right. Deal.
I'll get it. Some one dude on your ship decided to see that rope.
Oh, hey, it's a rope.
Some random action just occurred. Like that motherfucker just happened to see the rope and grab that motherfucker.
Bro was an NPC.
So
that
now I'm
bro
gonna go
character.
back.
Right. Okay. So your turn is done.
Back.
So we have procured 2 out of 3 ships, yes?
We got everything.
We actually have 3 out of 3.
3 out of 3.
We got 'em.
Because Ghost decided to put his in his pocket.
Correct. Now, as the DM, I have a suggestion from the party, mostly because I see it as a valid point.
Okay.
We already technically have in our ship-based, we'll call it fleet.
Mm-hmm.
Our personal fleet. We have 2 ships. Our ship, which is the Hammerhead,
And his wife's.
and his wife's, the Wake.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now we have somehow miraculously a procured a whole other ship with a crew.
Okay.
Okay, by that motherfucker and whatever weird shit he had going on conversationally last game.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm sorry.
As the DM, I say that we turn that into another member of our fleet instead of selling it back. Because yes, we were going to take that ship and sell it as part of the whole deal.
I project to the Mystic. You want to give the turtle his own vessel?
I didn't say the turtle.
It didn't say
You're
that.
the one who's going to captain that ship.
I didn't say he was going to captain that ship. We technically have his old great fucking secretary woman over there.
Fuck no. As the admiral of this,
You don't know if
Right.
he knows how to captain a ship or not yet.
I'm sure she can figure it out.
I-
She's
as
smart
the
enough to be
as
secretary
the
for
so-called
more of a freaking country.
I have a suggestion. Why not just take the crew back as prisoners and get more, dick sucking capabilities?
We make money. What we get 20.
He's in agreement.
So the secretary of the late the former secretary now turned pirate captain. So we have 2 female pirate captains.
But she was a receptionist.
Oh,
How the hell did that happen?
My wife and his wife, apparently.
Yeah.
Married on the water?
No, he kind of got Shanghai. He was doing some sketchy,
I
We're
chose
already at the town hall.
I chose mine, okay?
He was doing bedroom negotiations to buy some time to get in his office.
He said, "I'll marry you," and she said, "Okay."
No, she followed his ass aboard the ship. He didn't get a choice. He got fucking Shanghaied. She's like, "You ain't getting me that easy." He was like, "Bitch, this bitch done got aboard the ship."
So we technically would have 4 out. But somehow we need to figure out.
what?
Well, we're selling these back to make money to give to the Lord. So
The Lord doesn't have to know that we commandeered them. He just has to know that we took care of them.
Yes, it was a sink mission. So technically, as long as we repaint the motherfuckers, it's
Well,
selling back.
retitle the names, but yeah.
Undisclosed, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
We gotta get
So-
his brand.
So back to that. So are we going to the warehouse?
Going back up towards.
Selling them back.
Oh, we're going to
Back
the
to
warehouse. Because
Tavern.
where are we?
Tavern.
We're going back to our tavern.
Yeah, we're going back to that.
But where
We
are
do
we?
need to. We don't need to go to the warehouse because the warehouse is where the armor's at. We do eventually got to make a trip there to sell that shit.
But here's the thing: do we have to go past Neverwinter to get to our tavern? Where are we specifically?
Yes, we do.
We got to go past Neverwinter. So that's the thing,
We can go out. In the
I
ocean
can't remember
and then
where
go
we
back.
were specifically.
because that's what I'm trying to
You
figure out.
didn't. You never stated that.
Yeah,
you never did
that's
say
fine.
that.
It's DM's discretion.
Okay.
It's DM's discretion.
I'm going to assume
The
that we
DM's
are.
50-50 chance now.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to assume that we are between our warehouse and our tavern.
But that's also
Somewhere between our 2 pink little post-it notes.
I'm gonna say our shortest journey is straight to Neverwinter, but we can't do that
We got to go to our tavern, or
because we were chasing a fleeing naval, excommun. So the reasoning would be,
And you did state that they were going south, so it's going to be south of the warehouse.
so well,
shit.
yeah, you're right. 'cause
I mean-
the warehouse
That's
is,
Neverwinter.
is
He did state that.
No, I'm not going to argue
He
that.
did state that they were heading south.
I was gonna say, can we just sell the 4 ships that we have to the Lord of Neverwinter?
we can.
Just sell them.
our-
But we have to change the names of the vessels.
Yeah, we don't want
The
to
job was the job entitled was.
Well, what's it gonna
destroy.
hurt if we don't change that though? Because it's the 4 that.
Donkey, listen.
Yes, they wanted them sunk. They did not ask for them to be apprehended.
They asked him to
Yeah,
be sunk.
we could negotiate with them but do we want to risk that?
Yes.
I mean, he's not. He would be losing money out of if we just sunk all of them.
You're right.
So we
But
could
that's what he
negotiate.
wanted, though.
He wanted them sunk. He specifically told us
They
to sink
did.
them.
The job details were to sink these motherfuckers.
He didn't say apprehend
Now-
or anything.
I'm not
Now,
saying
hold
that
on for a minute.
can't
Let me ask this question.
we can. You're not wrong, but that's time. And
And
risk
it's a
ability.
lot easier just to sell the vessel.
Because we have
Change the
skills to
name.
change it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we have to go past Neverwinter to get where we're going.
Right, time. But I would rather waste the time than risk the failure.
Have something get backfired in our ass.
Because, yeah, they can just say no and then we're out ship. So we
Well-
still got to go back anyway.
Devil Dog has a point.
Well, what if someone from Neverwinter spots us with the 4 ships?
That's why we changed the name before we're seen. You were not pervious
Yeah, we did.
to our encounter when we were ordered to take a vessel and destroy it, and we went and changed the name, took the name of the vessel back to the merchant that hired me to sell it or to kill it.
The vampire ship.
Was a different
Yeah.
ship. We were sent.
Well, I didn't know that
specifically
there was somewhere in between where we are and Neverwinter. Is my
the
point.
south of New.
We're south of Neverwinter, and we're south of our warehouse.
So that's the thing. The warehouse. We're actually closer to our warehouse probably than Neverwinter. We're somewhere in between, maybe even further past our
So
warehouse.
if we would
Is
they're not far.
our warehouse coastal?
Yes,
Yes.
it's on the
We
coast.
bought it deliberately because it was on the coast.
it's
And
just a
if-
warehouse, it's nothing.
Why could we not just store the?
Because it's too close to Neverwinter.
Well,
And the armor's there.
I wouldn't think that we
Not
would.
really.
Yeah, the armor is at the warehouse. That's where we
But
left it. We
Neverwinter-
went back to get it.
Our warehouse is right there below.
It is.
You have to look at it geographically.
Right.
You got to
How
look
many
at
miles
geographically.
is between there?
We could hide. We could hide 4 ships
From Neverwinter. Easy.
that are not titled, whatever the names that they had, at the warehouse,
Well,
and still be able to hide it from Neverwinter.
Or I could just let my brain just shrink every single one of them. Just make sure nobody messes with me.
he would probably
No.
have to shrink them because, and I say this for valid, we only paid like 1,000 gold for the warehouse. Okay, we paid 5 times that for the tavern. So the tavern is going to be of a bigger size. It'll be able to house the tavern, the blacksmith area. That was set up as our base. That is a big construction. We can house ships there. The warehouse is not going to be able to house.
And the tavern has a dock.
I'm guesstimating off the value.
The tavern, the blacksmith shop, and all that has already been paid for by us.
Agreed.
Yes.
I'm
The
dictating.
warehouse is the only one that we owe.
He
I
paid for
paid
it.
for it.
Okay, so you bought it, paid for it, then we can still hide shit there,
We
Yeah.
can.
i.e. be the ships
The point,
under a different name,
Devil Dog.
and we could go somewhere else, southwise, to sell them.
The point, Devil Dog, is the size of the warehouse. I'm dictating the size of the warehouse off how much we paid for the warehouse,
He only paid 1,000 for it.
which is 1/5 of the price.
What I'm getting at is we have a dock.
Not the
Or
warehouse.
a dock.
Not at the
That's
warehouse.
2 ships max.
At the tavern, we have a multi-ship dock.
But that's what I'm getting at. We could park.
We did a shipping thing for the tavern.
Right,
made it
but
a
we
shipping
can park 2 ships
too.
at the warehouse. We are easily able to sneak 2 ships, technically 1, because 1 is in your pocket, to our tavern.
Right.
That is the point that I've been trying to get at, but everybody wants to talk at once.
I haven't said anything.
I was gonna say,
I've been wanting
spend
to
my
talk about
spells to shrink all the ships. That way we can have all the ships with us when we
And
go
you
back to town.
can, but you still run the risk of failure.
Okay,
You
what
always
if?
use, you can't keep using magic when you only have so many magic slots.
Okay,
And you
What?
only get half as many as you got each time you rest. Full rest, you only get half your slots back. So if you keep using magical slots to freaking do this, you're eventually not going to have any magic left for combat.
Also, on top of this was the point I was trying to make. We have a limited amount of crew.
We're trying to tow these.
So we need to go
Exactly.
the shortest distance possible.
Exactly.
And the shortest distance to us would be the warehouse. I get where he's coming from.
Correct. I'm just saying that we do have 5 ships, and we can only get rid of 2.
So what he's saying, what Devil Dog was trying to get
No,
at was
3
dock
and 10.
2 at the warehouse.
Yeah.
And then
So we still have 2 left. So yes, we would have to go by the warehouse and drop off 2 ships, and then make a trip back to the tavern and drop off the other 2.
One.
Because the tavern is the only place where we have the resources to fix them.
But here's the thing, though. We've all agreed.
Hmm.
His wife
Hmm.
is going to captain one under a new name,
Correct.
and he has one in his pocket.
But we still
So
have
that leaves one
fix
left.
it. But we have to fix that. It's still a naval.
the one that
naval
I'm
or naval
Right,
vessel.
but that's what I'm getting at. We got 2 at the warehouse.
Yes.
We have 1 captained by his wife.
Right.
We have 1 in a pocket.
Right.
So that leaves 1 left that we have to take to the tavern.
Correct.
All right. So let's go.
But we kind of need to repaint.
But we have,
redo
yeah,
it.
I was going to say, we have to roll, change all their names.
So how many days trip is it to the warehouse?
Now, I need, since we have a new, since it's your wife's ship, I'm going to let you name the ship. It has to be something that's like 1 to 2 words possible.
It's not
It
gonna.
doesn't need to be a big ass fucking name. The furry.
Flurry.
All right, give me a name.
Big dick.
It is good.
Turtle power.
So,
You're not gonna escape it.
dude, if you name it Turtle Power, I will laugh my ass off.
Please, please.
Spade.
Spade.
The spade. I like it. Give me just a second. I'm editing some of my notes.
Spade. That is pretty damn cool.
Are you watching plenty? Are you avoiding our second episode?
Probably avoiding.
Trying to make 3 kill ships to wait. And okay, so we named that one. Wait. It fits. That will bring us another 5 gold per session, boys.
Hell yeah. So that's 10 gold per session.
Nuh-uh, we got more than that. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're going to talk about 10 gold per session. That's boy. We don't net it. We're making.
How much is his?
We're almost looking at 75,
Not,
almost 100.
How much? So that's extra 5 coming from her, but how much is coming from his wife?
same.
So
Yeah.
5 gold.
That's why
Yeah.
we've kept the ships the same size. Once we go up in ship
So that's
size,
10 per
we'll
session for
make
those
10
2
gold.
ships. Just those 2 ships is a lot of fun though.
Yeah,
We've
no,
got 3, including ours.
True.
Well, we're on. It's ours is per downtime, but
Yeah.
technically, if we're in downtime, they're working too. So it's 15 gold just for the ships. I didn't even talk about the freaking blacksmith shop that makes us money or the tavern. And we'll eventually probably figure out something to do with the warehouse.
I would say just use it as a warehouse.
That's why I'm adding it in the other side. That's why I keep it. This way I've got all our mandatory crap down. See, warehouse. I guess I'll put a note south.
Oh my lord.
I think it depends.
We never specified what our loot was or anything like that for this session.
We did
yet.
not.
It would basically go. Well,
We did for one of the ships.
No,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
quarter time.
no, that
That was a cargo itself.
cargo. I'm talking about
And it was
experience.
dictated it's basically general goods. Stuff we actually had to have.
he's talking about experience and gold for everybody.
Right.
Because apparently that is a completed quest.
It is. But we've not turned it in yet.
We still, once we turn it in, we'll get the experience. And more than likely, we're going to do that now. Once we get it.
So I have an idea for when we get back to the tavern. I might need Mystic's help with this. It's gonna be another building.
I don't like this idea.
Are you gonna build another building?
It's for alchemy. An alchemy
Oh
building.
my god.
Oh,
I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm not saying you can't.
Because, I mean, technically,
But keep in mind,
we do
that's
have a
5-day
blacksmith
venture.
shop going. We got a.
Now that is including travel and us going back and forth to places and shit. Not during fucking actual travel to and from. If we travel from fucking Luskin to Neverwinter or Neverwinter to, you know, wherever, how many ever days that is, we'll go in as well. It's considered a downtime. Unless we enter combat. But if it an alchemy shop, is that what you said? Alright, give me a second.
Just keep in mind, we still owe money.
We do. But if he should do it out of his personal, that's fine.
Yeah, but if we do that, it'd be another type of revenue going back into the tavern that we'd be earning.
I'm just saying, just to be careful.
Well, because that's the thing. The tavern is bringing so much in
It does.
per day.
$5
The blacksmith is bringing in so much per day. We now have 3 ships that are bringing in so much per day.
I'm gonna put you down.
And now, once we get the alchemy building or alchemy shop set up, then that'll be bringing in so much per day.
Right. But my thought process is exactly what is it that we owe debt-wise overall?
15,000.
Versus what we have in pocket right now at this point, what percentage are we looking at? Half, quarter, almost there?
Do you want do you want me to
That's
factor in
fine.
everything that our assets and everything that we can technically liquidate and pay? Like the money we have in the ship. I don't know how much money y'all have in
But
pocket.
you also gotta remember,
Well, I'm not worried about the money that we
this
have
is
in
one of
pocket.
2 missions. This is one of 2 quests that the Lord has given us. A 5?
5.
It's 5 total jobs we got to do for the
Yeah,
Lord.
this is one of
First,
5.
we're down to 4.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We can either complete the 5 jobs or pay the money. Personally, we've gone the job route, and we're going to pay money to try to knock off a job. So if it's 15,000 per job,
See, I wasn't there for that one.
right? Weren't.
That's 3,000 per job.
It's $3K per job. So we can. That's not a bad balancing act. Not really.
All we that's the
We
thing.
already
All we
knocked
have
off
to
today.
do is hide the ships until after all 5 jobs are done.
Right.
And this is a group question.
Well, we were going to use the ships to try to pay off some
Hey.
of the jobs.
Yeah.
That's why
But if we do all 5 jobs, why would we have to pay off?
so we have less time to work for him. Because once we finish the jobs for him, we own that town. It's not been rebuilt, mind you, but he's basically agreed that if we work for him, he'll put money into it for us. It's like a double-edged agreement. If we do the jobs, pay off the debt we owe him, we're basically trying to give him back his money that he lost on the town. Once we do that, he's agreed to put forth more money and resources towards rebuilding that town that got destroyed, which is more money in our pocket.
And us protecting it.
Which we're working on gaining a
But
neighbor.
essentially, that town would be ours.
Well, I can see where Double Dog's going with this, though. If we
He's
keep the
got something.
ships,
You can.
we can have that naval fleet to guard that town
You can.
once we get the
You are
people.
correct, sir.
So we
You're
might as well just go ahead and just do the 5 jobs and whatever, and try to
Whatever
keep,
assets we gain along the way, we just keep for our fucking selves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Because I mean, no offense, but you did direct us towards this Plan of lifestyle.
See, I gave y'all options. And
You
I
are
agree.
a pirate.
I am not a pirate. I am a fucking Viking.
Just keep in
Pirate
mind
that.
that we have these ships, but we do not have crews.
You always go back to Luskin.
So we have some standing.
Sell them.
So what?
I agree with the captain. I think
I want to sell every. I want to sell every single one of them.
because we don't know what the next 4 missions.
I want to pay our debt off and get the hell out of this.
Yeah, I mean,
damn
if you come up
contract.
with 3,000, then that's one job you ain't got to do.
But see, here's my thought.
What you thought?
Okay, listen, Captain. This is the idea I have. We
Okay.
hold on to the ships that we have.
The 5 that we have.
Yeah.
So 6. We have 6.
Oh,
Counting
yeah.
out.
Yes.
Seven.
Counting out.
Seven. total.
7. Yeah, because the
His wife.
yes, we have 7
We've
ships.
wrecked
total.
on 5 ships from this job.
Yeah.
On top of the 2 we already had.
So
Correct.
Seven
So-
ships total.
This is my
The
thought.
2 of them are damaged.
They could be repaired over time.
Yeah.
We hide the 3. Yeah.
We had
Because
4.
he's got one in his pocket. So shut up.
He's got one.
Hear me out.
He's got it.
he's done being interrupted.
We hide the 3.
Nobody lets you
Okay.
interrupt.
Okay. And we do the last 4 jobs.
Okay.
If they get too much, we sell what we get
Okay.
already at the present moment in time
All right.
and pay off what we can't do.
Alright.
We push the envelope as far as we can.
Get the experience and the gold and the.
I
All
just
that
have to also
shit.
get the standing with the Lord.
Right, because those jobs are going to go towards Neverwinter's Lord just like whole bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a double. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone regardless.
And if we can complete all 5 jobs,
Good. I'm going with it.
then whatever we've got
It
in,
was an 8.
if we could do all 5 jobs,
Yeah.
then whatever we accumulate along the way, we could hide it, stockpile it, sell it, and it becomes ours. Amongst the 5 of us.
Because it
Rock on. I like it,
And
Lord.
we could do what we want with it. And hell, who knows? We could probably pull the tavern and the blacksmith shop down to where we're at,
We're start a second.
or start a second one. And then go from there.
Well, we put our
like it.
original base of operations in between Luskin and Neverwinter for the shipping routes.
Right,
Because we were doing a lot of trips between the 2 cities.
right. But we've found ourselves further south now.
We have. But we do have more job completions between Neverwinter and Luskin at this point in time.
That is
Just
Where's Luskin on the map?
because we still have to
Top.
establish the town itself in whatever capacity that we decide to establish it in. There's no telling what we're going to do. 'Cause we're going to have a naval fleet at some point.
well, and that's the thing though,
We're really pushing that route.
and that's the thing though, that town is pretty far inland.
It is.
It's at least what, 2 days, 3 day travel inland
The thing is, if we can,
along.
Because it's 2 days journey from Neverwinter by sea. So it'd be
See.
1 day inland.
the thing is, if we do wind up taking over that town, we could push it off more closer to the coast. With the Lord's agreement to push it more towards the coast.
Relocate the whole entire town as itself.
Yes.
I mean, it is. Well, we would lose out on. I mean, you could probably negotiate with the Lord for a reestablishment. But it is a burnt to the ground ass town.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing there to salvage. So yeah.
And,
I mean,
and also,
He does get.
And
He
plus,
does have a good point.
We
We
can
could,
have ships and
we
grain
could
routes.
try and create
See
it as
there.
a coastal environment close to the
Not
warehouse.
if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a keep or something like a tower or somewhere along the coastline?
Yeah,
Isn't there?
that was
Storm
a
storm tower. or
storm
something?
tower or something like that.
Storm
Because that was in the last campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he
Couldn't we
was
put it
willing
right
to
next to
spend
the
his
warehouse and use the
funding and
warehouse
everything
for
else.
cargo?
We're doing a $15,000 job.
The thing
could
that
be
the
negotiated.
DM is looking at is okay.
It could be negotiated.
There's a tower
It's not on that map.
It's not on this map. But
it's somewhere.
the town
Okay.
that we're talking about is right here.
Yeah.
That's the town. That's where the other one's a little further down than that.
Yeah.
But it's like a defensible position, and it's in the water.
Leon.
It's basically like a looking.
Leon.
Leylon.
Leon, L-E, or L-I-E-L-O-N.
That's an abandoned fort, I believe.
Lylon?
But that's the thing, though. We
You
could,
can.
Use
But
that.
we gotta roll to see if it's even owned by everyone. It could be extended by Waterdeep.
True. But it's still gonna be right there on
that
the
would give
border.
us somewhere to strive for.
Well, we have reason if we could negotiate hostilities.
And if Waterdeep has already showed hostile intent,
Yeah, and it's supposed to be.
and we are willing to take that particular run-down fortification establishment,
and
in the-
sort of less hostile. Reach either a peace negotiation or maintain hostile intent
reaching here,
instead of taking over everyone we worked for.
and it's a coastal environment. Reaching here,
And
reaching
might as
here,
well have all of our naval ships on top of that.
reaching.
Well, I mean, if we push a strong enough naval power, we can be stronger than any of the lords anyway, because we've done the coast. We're the naval power. We're the military power of the entire coast.
Military power of the entire sea of that
It's the coast.
Mm,
No,
it'd
no,
be
no.
the coast.
The coast.
Because you also got to remember that clear off to the west
Yeah.
is that whole entire Nordic.
Yeah, that's a different say. We want to negotiate with those assholes first.
Let's not forget.
They're
about-
known for piracy and raiding and pillaging. And
I don't think Devil Dog was here. I think he was like that one session that he missed out on when I mentioned the undercover water deep operation.
yeah, he talked about it. We haven't agreed upon it or set out on it. There was talk of infiltrating Waterdeep and trying to find information on that lord and whatnot.
And get those shipments back.
Yeah, try to
All the
find
ones
that
they
lost
stole
ship.
from that town.
I did state that would be a very high level mission. That would be very dangerous. That would be fucking hard to pull
I
off.
was here for that,
I thought you might.
and I voted against it.
I didn't want to do it like right away. But if we
He
have
just
a
wants
naval-
No, I straight up voted against it because we didn't have a reputational level to, I felt, successfully
swing that job.
win that job.
He's got a
Because-
bad point.
Because
That
we
would
gotta
be fucking
convince these lords
Now later
to
on,
allow
much later-
us.
That's what I'm saying. Is later on when we have this naval.
I mean,
fleet.
you can keep it in
Well,
your back pocket.
naval fleet or not, if we went up against a family member,
We fought the lords in the last campaign, but we were a lot higher level. No doubt. Like before we ever went, we leveled up a lot faster than that game. We were closer to like mid range. We were like 12, 13, 14, 15, and up.
you also have to
Before we ever
remember
went
too,
combat lords, and they were still paying the ass.
no matter how much reputation and whatnot that we get right now at this present moment in time, the Lord's Alliance are relatives. So
We're family.
if you poke Big Brother over here,
Little brother's gonna fuck you up.
No, even bigger brothers over here are gonna fuck you.
We don't know what the power struggle is yet. We just
and that was
know-
one of the reasons why I shot it down, because of what the
We
DM
do
just
know
said. We
that this
don't
brother
know
is stealing from this brother,
exactly.
but we don't know what Sister Dearest over here, what side she's on,
The high elves.
or if the other brother down somewhere over here, if he's involved in any way. We don't know if we're going to be poking this bear and getting the goddamn nest over here, or if we're going to be able to get in there, steal the cargo, get the fuck out, and not get seen. It's a possibility, but a slim one at this point. Because the likelihood that we can infiltrate Waterdeep and them not know we're coming,
Yeah.
it's going to be a bitch. Because
And even if we were able to infiltrate Waterdeep, what's not to say that we won't piss off Luskin in the process?
To see, Luskin's not even in the mix.
Well, but that's the point I'm getting at. If we go after the one, what's not to say that, yes, we're doing right by Neverwinter,
now, as
that it's
the
going to not piss them off because we just went ahead and did something that we really shouldn't have
now,
at this present time.
as the DM, I'm not saying that the mission's off the table.
No.
And I understand that's what you're saying.
And I kind of like that.
You want to pull it off at a later date?
Yeah,
I'm just going to go ahead and let you know it'll probably be quite a while before we even try something like that.
that's why I wrote it down.
Yeah, you can write it down, and I will keep it in mind as we develop the overall story that's going on here. Because right now, we're still doing jobs and still building a reputation. And the biggest story point we've had was this town got burnt to the goddamn ground, and it fucked us out of a job, and we're trying to recover. So, and that's basically where we're at. We're being pirates now. Keep in mind, Luskin is its own pirate confederacy.
I'm a Viking, not a pirate.
You're a fucking pirate.
Same
Because
difference
due to
at
the
this
lore for
point.
Luskin, Luskin doesn't answer to any of the lords. It's not owned by Neverwinter, it's not operated by Neverwinter or any of the other lords of the Alliance. It is its own deal, and it's got like two major groups that run it, and they're both fucking pirates. So we ended up coming out of Luskin basically as fucking pirates.
We're gonna be careful about going back.
We do right now. Because yes, we've negotiated with the Neverwinter, and we've got the whole bounty with the fucking guild reprimanded, but we've not been back to Neverwinter since we took this job.
And plus, we're branded.
Yeah.
So going back to Luskin with a branded ship, no go.
We're not branded.
That's how our ship is.
No, it's not.
He's talking about the ones that we captured.
No, our ship. Remember,
Yeah, our ship.
the Lord specifically said that we had to run his colors and brand.
Fair point. You're right. We
And
can't
we also
work.
personally wear them.
We can't work for Luskin right now. While we're under these jobs, would be correct. We can't. But it is a pirate. We can get away with buying and selling goods there. We probably just can't work for them. This is piracy. They're gonna buy anything. Who the fuck who wants to.
And they're like, are those bows?
They're just not gonna buy large quantities of fucking Neverwinter ships. Because it's like, that's like saying.
Well, and that's why I was getting at the whole point of we've got two that we can hide at the warehouse.
We do.
Until we change the name.
You're right.
Then we got the one in Ghost's pocket.
Right.
So right now, technically, we have one floating with us
We do.
that we need to port at the tavern.
Correct.
So why don't we just float back up to the tavern, get with Beard Boy's wife,
The wink.
and figure out some kind of agreement between the Wake, what was yours? Spade, and ours.
Hammerhead.
About to read that.
I knew it was the Hammerhead, but the point of it was I was getting at was ours. Collaborate, explain the situation, while we hire, accumulate, whatever, enough people to go to the warehouse and at the tavern and refurbish the 3 to 4 ships that we have on hand to sell. Because that's going to take downtime.
We're headed towards downtown, so what better time to do it?
So we go ahead and do that. We take and port 2 ships at the warehouse and drag the 3rd one with us.
We've only got to work on them. Technically have to work on
Exactly.
one that
Yeah,
hits the Spade.
Right.
We're renaming it the Spade, and we're gonna recolor it.
Black and red.
No, we're not. We're gonna recolor it something else.
We're gonna color it the rest of us.
Because our ships are fucking painted under the Neverwinter colors.
Which is black and gold.
Right. So we need to paint it whatever colors we're not fucking sporting right now. So they can do jobs elsewhere.
Exactly.
The DM has got to go to the restroom.
Do I need
You know,
to come up with a color for it?
What?
Do I need to come up with a color for the
You
ship?
can go. Go whatever the fuck you want.
It's not gonna matter anyhow, because, I mean, he'll pencil whip some weird shit in there.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter what the colors are.
I haven't gave a description of the color for me.
That was
I
my
just
point right
have
there.
their
There's no
names.
distinctive colors or anything for us right now. We are.
We've not.
Well,
we're still.
aside from the hammerhead, it's got pink mist.
Like, when you get your ship, we'll call it the mist. If you
Pink
ever-
mist.
Oh, God damn it. We're not.
How about this? If we all
Painter to hell.
He's got that weird shit,
Oh,
man.
Taylor the Fade.
I'll whip that out on
Anybody that
Friday.
sees it shoots at it.
Taylor the
All right. So
Check
how
it
about
out.
this? How about this? How about we go ahead and end this stream
We are.
with the decisions that we've made.
So we're going back and we're fucking.
We're gonna park the 2 at the warehouse.
We're gonna unbrand as many of these blasted ships as we can.
We're gonna take the 1 back to the tavern with us, and we will pick up with the discussion of everybody.
Yep.
To come
Okay.
up with an idea on what to do next.
Letting you're talking about.
How many
Right.
days is all that going to take?
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's gonna take
Because that's
2.
downtime.
That's 2.
2 days of
We got quite a few crew members. We got enough people to redo some ships, dog.
I meant to get to the warehouse and then from the warehouse to the tavern because that's downtime.
2 days.
2. Because we gotta
Total?
travel. Yes, we gotta travel from south of the freaking warehouse. Hey,
That-
Casper.
the lamb.
No joke.
We gotta go. We're south of the warehouse, so we gotta travel up to the warehouse, drop off the 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then travel south up to the tavern, which will take a full day as well.
Yeah.
So that's 2 days right there from where we're at.
We're gonna, not to mention we're hauling ships. So it's gonna take us more time. So it would have taken us
That's why I
like a
was
day to
asking.
do the whole thing, but since we're hauling ships, it's gonna take us twice as long.
Well, that was the point that I was trying to get at. Was
Right.
I was going to take one of the crew members that I had, toss him on 1 or 2 of them onto the ship that we were towing
Right.
to steer it.
Right. So we
But
go by.
my turn never came to do that decision.
Right. So we're in the process of that. Cut the stream. Y'all have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you Thursday.
Love y'all.
Or 2 days from now, no matter which way you want to slice it.
Well,